Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Thank you all for being here today. It is Friday, March 23rd, and today we'll be calling the case of the people versus the line setters. Case ID MLS-3-24. Court is now in session, and for my opening statement today, we have 6 matches going down on Saturday. Of course, the Sunday slate is clean. Oh man, no Sunday game scheduled, only 6 for Saturday. So it's got, interesting, weird short little slate this weekend, which is cool. And for anybody else who was watching on the show on Tuesday when we did the NCAA show, I have paid my fine for my Wildcat comments. $200 here. Yeah, I want my receipt. My own court. All right, well, we've only seen 2 or 3 games so far. Obviously, we're early into the campaign here at MLS. And, man, like I said, 12 teams in action on Saturday. That's what's, man, it's amazing to think we've only seen like 2 or 3 games out of everybody so far, like I mentioned, and we've seen 23 teams in this league. 18 of them already have losses. 2 or 3 games in it. Wow. It's kind of shocking to see Philadelphia Union. They remain the last team left to have not given up a goal so far this campaign. Wow. Seattle or Toronto hasn't even managed to score a goal yet. Of course, Clint Dempsey was in action on last weekend, and you know what you get when you get with Clint. Boy. I'm not even going to... We'll start that later. My goodness. All right, so... That's not too much. We're not going to make too much about that quite yet, but I'm going to make something about it later. Just let's talk about some of the subtle observations we're talking about. Like I talked about, man. Philadelphia. Wow, pretty impressive so far, but we'll see. So let's work it to the MLS afternoon matches that start at 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. And the Revs will be taking on NYCFC, and of course, how about Sean Johnson so far for New York City? That kid looks pretty good. Obviously, he was okay last year. So far this year, he's been impressive. 1 goal allowed, and I'll tell you what. Oh, no. If you're wondering if I'm a New York City fan because I live in New York, this is where a little bit about knowing my history comes in handy for you. So... From 2014 to 2016, this guy was the voice of the New York Cosmos team podcast. Oh, do you remember it well? Yeah, well, like I said, that was fun. Oh, we got to play New York City FC twice in the U.S. Open Cup. Oh, I was there. Oh, I have the videos on my YouTube page to prove it. I love beating NYCFC. All of us Cosmos fans, baby. No love for NYCFC. Anybody, like I said, listen, let's talk about some of that Cosmos stuff. A little bit of personal history about me. Back in the 70s when I was growing up, I got to see some guy named Pele. Yeah, you heard of him? Yeah, I watched him play in 1977. I saw him score a hat trick with my own eyes at Giant Stadium. Hat trick. Pele, 3-0 win for... Of course, I went to 2 more games in the 70s and 1978, and they won both of those games as well. Cosmos were 3-0 back when I was back in the 70s when I went to their matches. But let's get to the present age here. And so, I don't even want. Of course, right now the NASL is a complete disaster. It's extremely sad to see because I was a big proponent of trying to keep all that lower tier stuff going on. Was hoping at some point that America would learn how to do the whole system in tiers, but no. There's a guy named Don Garber who sucks. Yeah, please. If you're a Don Garber fan, turn off my show right now. Ugh. All right, anyway, listen, let's talk about the Cosmos stuff, man, because when I was with that team, I don't want to say I was with that team, of course I was just covering the team, but my presence, we'll call it, my presence, as I graced you. Yeah, so 19 times I went to Short Stadium between 2014 and 2016. The Cosmos were 19-0 when this guy was in the building. 19-0! Overall, I've been to 27 Cosmos games in my life. They only lost 1 to New England in that U.S. Open Cup match when, oh my goodness, we were up to 2-1. Oh man, I'm never going to forget that game at Belson Stadium because we should have had that game. But anyway, Yeah, my history with the Cosmos far outweighs my love for anything NYCFC, the Red Bulls, any of that. I've seen the Red Bulls get beat too by the Cosmos a few years ago in the U.S. Open Cup. Oh, was that fun? I was there. Of course I was there. You know what? Anyway, man, Cosmos. Does that answer your question? Yeah, no. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. Sean Johnson, man, I'll tell you what. 2 clean sheets so far. Pretty decent, man. Obviously, man, they have 3 wins, 3-0, sitting on top of the table with 9 points so far, which is okay. Obviously, I get to see all their matches because it's a local channel. I get to see all the Red Bulls and all the NYCF matches, whether it's by choice or not. I watch them because I got to learn all this stuff so I can be here for you. All right, regardless, 2 plays are going to come from that match at Gillette Stadium. I'll tell you what. Goals. I see goals here. You know what? The line setters are on it too. Listen, they've, man, what do we got? A good, nice bit of juice on that 2.5? That 2.5, is it like minus 125? Well, you know, listen, there's a lot of people out there who see value in that. At minus 125, if they make a 2-1 match, you'll end up cashing your ticket. I'm not that easy about it. I see that 3 sitting there at the same token at plus 120. Or it's even plus 125. I saw plus 130 on that over 3. Now, I'll tell you what. Obviously, we can't even touch the score prop in this one because it's minus 160 or something crazy because Vegas knows they're both going to score. The line setters are on to the fact that these 2 are both going to score. So, one more. You know what? A 2-1 match for me pushes my 3. I'm going to say I just don't see it happening. I don't see anything less than 3 goals happening in that match. And I'd rather push my 3 at plus 130. And some people say, well, why wouldn't you just want to cash your ticket at minus 125? You know what? Just getting back 75% of my money really isn't my thing. All right. Anyway, minus 105 on New England at home on that draw no bet, too. That's interesting play, obviously. Without Villa being there, Villa might be out again with that cap. So we'll see. If he's out again, that's going to cause a little bit of a problem for NYC on the road, maybe. So that minus 105 on New England also might be playable as well. Check on that. But that over 3. Move it to 3. You'll be better off. And speaking of the Cosmos, well, look what we have here. Well, Portland playing Dallas. Coach Gio. And Coach Gio Savarese obviously is out with the Timbers. And, of course, on the other side, Jimmy Maurer is in net for Dallas. Okay. Listen. I've celebrated win after win after win with both of those men. I have interviewed both of those guys more than 5, 6, 7 times. I could walk up to either one of them right now, and they'd be like, hey, man, how the hell are you, man? I am fine. I'm just fine, Coach. I'm just fine, Jimmy. How's Kristen? How are your 3 kids? I've hung out with Brody. Man, I know them pretty well. Which is cool. You know what? Obviously, we lost touch now because they've moved up, and you know they have other stuff going on right now, not with the Cosmos. But I wish them both luck, of course. You know, hey. Anyway, that's just a tough game for me because obviously, hey. Oh man, obviously, Coach Gio has gotten off to a rough start over there in Portland, man. 0-2, and they haven't scored but a goal yet. And now obviously. He's looking at the other side. Jimmy Maurer just got his first clean sheet. And, of course, he holds the NASL modern-day record for clean sheets. You know how I know? Oh, I'll tell you how I know. Oh, I've been there, like I mentioned. So, yeah. So, of course, their 3-0 win over Seattle last weekend came a little bit easier because of Clint Dempsey is a moron. Moron. Clint Dempsey's a moron. I'm sorry. I've never been a fan of his at all, going back to whenever... I always think that the U.S. team's going to fail because of him. I'm not buying anything Clint Dempsey's ever going to sell, ever. Of course, he got the red card, straight red card last time out. Dallas beats him, and now he's going to be out again this week for Seattle. Yeah, sure. Sure. Anyway, Coach Gio's had 2 weeks to prepare for this one, though, obviously having a week off. And obviously, when you're sitting at the bottom of the table in the West, man, 1 goal, 6 allowed, not good. You know, obviously, there's a major importance here already for Portland. Already, a new coach in town. Obviously, the Portland Timber Army over there is kind of getting like, all right, man, well, what's the big deal here? Well, I thought this guy was a winner, and I thought this guy... Listen, don't start on Coach Gio quite yet, people. Two games a season, not make. settle. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. And guess what Coach Gio knows how to do? Yeah, how about title after title after title after championship game appearance and la la la. Don't worry. don't worry. Anyway, you can question all that stuff about Coach Gio all you want. Don't. So here's what you're going to do with this one. I see a 1-1 type of match here, though. I don't know if Coach Gio's going to pick up that first win here. I see a 1-1, 2-2 type of match here. I see Portland sitting on that plus half at plus 125. So if Portland wins, we get a draw, we get paid, and the line setters are guilty of giving us a pretty decent price of plus 125. Guilty! We will take it. Portland plus half on that Asian handicap. Yeah, draw, win, we got Portland. That's how that goes. All right, well, lines for the Columbus match. DC United really haven't come out yet. We're still wondering why. I really didn't see anything happen last weekend that would make something about these lines not come out yet. Maybe it's a weather thing, which I don't think it is. I looked at the weather for Columbus, Ohio for tomorrow, and it's not bad. It's going to be cold, 35 degrees. Everybody who's been in the Upper East Coast has been playing in 30, 40 degrees the first 2 weeks of the campaign. Just how it is around here in the Upper United States right now. Nor'easter after nor'easter, people are playing. We haven't even seen any postponed games yet, which is amazing. Anyway, so until we get lines there, we have to go to the Red Bull Minnesota match, and the line setters catch on quick here too, don't they? Straight three. The straight three on this total is minus 125. Obviously, there's not a lot of value there. We just spoke about the 125 and the 2.5 on the other match. Now there's a 125 on the straight three, which is like, ugh. You know what? I have zero issue calling up the line setters on this one because it's going to go over. It's going to go over. So you're going to move that line again. You're going to move that line again to the 3.5 and get paid. It's a 2-2 match waiting to happen. I don't care if it's cold or not. Move that line. And again, I'm going to jump down the Colorado KC game where I have no idea what the line setters are doing here. You're guilty of giving us a beautiful line for the Colorado KC. Do you see the total? Over a 2 and 2.5 handicap at even money. Over 2 and 2.5. Obviously, we still need the 3 goals to cash the ticket outright, but I like these kind of handicaps where a 2 and 2.5, if they end up not being able to find that third goal, at least we only lose half of our bet there. You know what? You got to put yourself in position. There was people over at Blogger Bet and all these people talking about how a draw no bet and how certain things don't have value. Putting yourself in a position to draw and get your money back is always a good proposition. I'm sorry. I have never been anyone to shy away from suggesting anyone that they could go for the push. And just in case something happens, and yeah, you know what? So you get your money back and nothing happened, but at least you had a nice line up there. I see value in plus money lines that you can still push. And if you get the damn thing you need to have happen, that extra fourth goal, that extra little thing that can happen in any match, you get paid. And if you have a plus 130 sitting on the board rather than a minus 130 sitting on the board, which ticket do you want to cash? Yup. All right, like I said, Colorado KC, over 2 and 2.5 handicap. Yeah, even money. Thanks. All right, last match of the night is going to come out at BC Place, and Whitecaps going to be taking on the Galaxy. And is anyone surprised that Boston for Vancouver? Can Waston stay on the pitch? Does he even know? Go look at Waston's ledger for his whole career, man. Yellow, yellow, red. Suspension, yellow, yellow, red, red. Suspension. Well, he's suspended again this weekend because of the cards last week. Hello. It's hard to put him on your club, man. Knowing that he's going to do something stupid almost every match that gets him in trouble, puts your team in trouble. He put his team in trouble last weekend, and now they're a man down again this weekend. Nice. I tell you, that dude has more yellow cards than suspensions than anyone, anything that he does on the offensive end. That's a problem for me. I'm sorry. So here's Vancouver laying minus 160 at home. Minus 160 on that three-way line. 1x2. What? 160? Stop it. Stop it. Line setter, guilty. What the hell are you doing? That's crazy. Here is how you handle this match. So, I think Vegas completely dropped the ball here. Jump on the Galaxy plus 1. Did you see the Galaxy plus 1 is minus 115? Okay. Now, there are certain times where I don't mind paying a little $10, $15, $20 worth of juice. We did it last night with the NHL salami last night. Obviously, had to pay minus 120 for it. 69 goals. 59.5. Yeah, sold. We love that kind of stuff. So Vancouver needs to win by 2 goals to beat the Galaxy and not help me cash this ticket. What? Vancouver's not winning this match by 2 goals. I'd like to see Vancouver win any match by 2 goals over the course of the campaign. So until that happens, LA +1 at -115, baby. Yeah, love it, man. I love it. If you don't make that play, I'll find you in contempt of court. And then I'll put you somewhere. Yeah, make the play. Okay then, you got your action in. Be sure to join me again for my next segment, because my next segment is about Italia, Serie B. And if you know me, well, you either know me or you don't. No, I'm going to have to say that. That's all I got. I'll talk more about that history later. You know what? Just make sure you catch my Serie B segment before the weekend is over. Make sure you have a good weekend in the MLS. Of course, nice short little weekend. Nice little short show for you today. Let's get everybody out of here. Hey, man, you know what? Like I said, have a nice weekend. Court is adjourned.